Most Christians have read about Leviathan in Job 41. But what if I told you? We've been misreading it all along. The Leviathan, a fire-breathing, uncatchable, coiling creature, described in terrifying detail in Job 41. But here's the problem. Most people think this is just a crocodile or a whale. And honestly, that interpretation falls short, way short. Job 41, verses 1-2, KJV. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Let's pause here. Job isn't asking about something man can manage. This creature laughs at spears, breathes fire, turns the sea into a boiling cauldron. This is not a crocodile. This is Leviathan, the untamable chaos. And more than that, it's a shadow of Satan himself. To the ancient Jewish mind, Leviathan was real, but not necessarily in the biological sense. It represented what we call today cosmic evil, the untamable force beneath the surface, lurking just outside God's created order. The book of Job wasn't just about a man suffering, it was about God asserting his sovereign control over creation, including the forces of darkness. Let's break it down. Job 41, verses 10-11, KJV. None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who hath prevented me, that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. This isn't God giving a biology lecture, it's divine courtroom language. He's saying, if you can't defeat Leviathan, how can you question me, the one who created it? So yes, Leviathan is real. Not because you'll find one in the zoo, but because evil is real, chaos is real, and God rules over it. Let's shift to Psalm 74, a battle psalm, a cry of desperation from a people in exile. And suddenly, Leviathan shows up again. Psalm 74, verse 14, KJV. Thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces, and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. Did you catch that? Not head, singular. Heads, plural. This is the language of mythic warfare. But more importantly, it's a prophecy. God crushed the many-headed Leviathan, a direct symbolic blow to Babylon, to Egypt, to Rome, and prophetically, to the end-times beast system. The people inhabiting the wilderness? That's Israel, wandering, exiled in chaos. But even there, God shows his power over the monster. Now this verse is the big one, Isaiah 27, 1. KJV. In that day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan the piercing serpent, even Leviathan that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea, in that day. This is prophetic code. It means the day of the Lord, the judgment day, the second coming, the final battle. Isaiah's Leviathan isn't some prehistoric fish, it's the serpent, the dragon, the Antichrist system. Sound familiar? Revelation 12:9 calls Satan that old serpent, the great dragon. Same language, same symbol, same battle. So yes, Leviathan is a metaphor. But it's not just a metaphor, it's the embodiment of every power that opposes God. Now here's where it all connects. Over 90% of biblical prophecy has already been fulfilled. Israel scattered and regathered, check. Messiah born in Bethlehem, check. Temple destroyed in 70 AD, check. Gospel preached to all nations, check. Rise of global deception, wars, and control systems, check, check, check. And yet, the Leviathan system still slithers. Big tech, world governments, one world agendas. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's prophetic reality. Isaiah 27 says God will crush it. He already did it in Egypt, he already did it in Babylon, he already did it at the cross, and he'll do it again for the final time. Let's be honest, life sometimes feels like Leviathan's still in charge. Addiction, anxiety, corruption, deception, fear. But here's what the Bible teaches. Leviathan is strong, but not sovereign. The serpent may coil, but God crushes the head. Genesis 3:15 already told us, he shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Jesus fulfilled that, and he gave you authority. So why do most Christians misread Job 41? Because we want tidy categories, because we fear the unseen realm, because we don't know our Old Testament symbols. And yet, Leviathan is everywhere in the Bible. In the Red Sea, Exodus. In the exile, Psalms. In Revelation's dragon, in our modern age of confusion. Understanding Leviathan helps us decode prophecy, interpret current events, and walk in spiritual authority. So let me leave you with this. The Leviathan is real. Not in a zoo, but in your culture, in your mind, in your battle. And God is still saying, can you catch Leviathan with a hook? No, but I can. Subscribe to Bible Teaching Hub if you want more deep dives like this. Verse by verse, prophecy-connected, soul-transforming studies. Hit the bell. Download our free companion guide below. Comment with God is still on the throne, because the serpent may twist, but the sword of the Lord strikes true.